Mathematically, they're back in it. That doesn't mean they're actually back in it. And in fact, for most of this year, the math would tell you mathematically they're in it and not dead. The question is there any more belief in this team based on what you've seen out of them this weekend or 5 of the last 6? Because for me, the answer is no. I don't have any more belief in them now than I did a week ago. I still think they're dead. I still don't think they're a threat to anyone in the American League. I still don't believe they're a contender. And I'm out on it. The idea of them competing to be in the playoffs. And right now, as of this morning, Fangraphs has that as a 1 in 4 chance. 25.6% is the percentage right now. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, listen, it's nice to turn on the game and watch them win a ball game and play competitively, which they did over the weekend, and I'm happy for that. But I don't have any real expectations for them. That hasn't changed. They're beating up on bad teams. They beat up on a team over the weekend that said, oh, my God, we just got swept by the Red Sox. We need to blow up the operation. Now, it was a long time coming for Rizzo, but they blew out the manager, too. Like, manager fired. You're gone. See you later. You just got swept at home by the Red Sox. The Red Sox blow. You're out. That's what just happened.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how other teams view the Red Sox.
See, I was in Chicago a couple days too. So you peek back at it, and it seems like they're scoring more runs. Is that right?
They have been.
They put up some runs against the Nationals.
More runs on the board. All right. They've got to find a way to balance that. It can't be like the 13 or the 9 or the 15 and just give me 6. Give me 6 in good pitching. Give me 5 in good pitching. And you start winning consistent games like that, then you might turn it into something. I don't know. But you got what, Colorado next?
Yeah, you have Colorado next, but if you looked at the schedule after this Colorado series, they have Tampa, who's 49-41, then the Cubs, who are 54-36, the Phillies, who are 53-37, and then the Dodgers, who are 56-35. Ooh. That's going into the deadline. You finish up with the Twins during the deadline. But that stretch right there after this Colorado series...
They're going to call that stretch spanky. Get off to a fast start, though.
Yeah, you better take care of business.
Try to make some
Colorado.
noise early. Yeah, try to make some noise early here. It'll be 3 in a row. That'll be 6 in a row. Yeah.
This Rockies series couldn't come at a better time for them. It's really
we say this all the time.
A big, lucky smack dab in the middle of this.
Who did we say at the end of May?
Schedule.
Was it the A's?
A little gift. It's a little gift for them that they get the Rockies.
Was it Toronto or was it the A's? Who was the gift?
I think it was the A's. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Here's why I'm out on this, McCone. Crochet's starting to struggle.
You're not wrong about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want them to manage his workload. And, well, he managed it for himself yesterday, only going 5. So I want that to be managed. I don't think we know what Crochet is over a full 162. The Red Sox don't know. They knew this going into this, that he hadn't been that guy. Now, he's held up from an injury standpoint very well, and no signs of any injuries. But the innings are through the roof. It might be catching up with him a little bit. So I need them to slow him down. That's what I need them to do. Need them to protect him. I also don't believe that the things that have helped them as of late can last. Ceddanne Rafaela yesterday having a career type of day.
It was. Yeah.
That's not going to happen on the regular. Trevor Story having an 8-game hit streak. When was the last time Trevor Story had an 8-game hit streak? It certainly wasn't in a Red Sox uniform.
When he was in Colorado.
Yeah, it wasn't here. So that's not going to hold up. And I just look at it and say, yeah, listen, it's good. It's nice. The math is good for them right now. 2 games out. Math. Great. I'm not buying on this. And now I hope they don't get into a weird spot where they are feeling pressure to overreact and do something at the deadline. Because I want them to go the other way. I want them to move Giolito, who is a real joy at the moment to watch when he goes to the mound. I really like watching Giolito pitch.
He's been a bright spot over the last month.
He really has.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be a great guy to move at the deadline. Aroldis Chapman, congratulations on the All-Star nod.
See ya.
You're going to be a great guy to move at the deadline. Yes. He's going to be coveted at this deadline. That's a guy they got to move. They got to move some pieces. Jaron Duran, bat's cold. Move him. Bye-bye. So that's what I want them focusing on. I want them doing those things at the deadline because I don't believe in them.
I think you're going to get it, by the way. So I was looking at the Globe over the weekend, and there was a headline that said Red Sox president Sam Kennedy says team has blessing from ownership to be buyers at the trade deadline.
Well, that's nice.
I don't want that.
That's nice.
But then when you read the story, there's this quote from him. If we don't go out and do the right things, work, and win baseball games over the next couple of weeks, we're not going to be in a great position. So we need to start playing better baseball, get back to 500, winning series to put ourselves in a position to add for this club if we're going to make a run at the deadline.
Let's play some ball.
But when I laid out that schedule for you, they're not going to be playing great baseball going into the deadline. They're not. There's going to be an opportunity there to sell. And Alex Cora pleading yesterday, talking about how, you know what, we can add to this team too. I think there's a realization that I think they are going to sell at this deadline. I don't think they're going to be buyers either.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And the smart fans will know what's up. That's how I feel about that. You know that this is the right move for them. You know that this is very disappointing that they are in this spot. But it will be one of the first smart things they do that they sell high on these guys. And there is no worse PR for them than what they did when they moved Devers. Nothing they do from here on out will be as bad as them moving Devers. If they're still mathematically close and they decide to pull the trigger on making deals and send pieces off at the deadline, whatever blowback they get for that will not be as bad as Devers. They gave Devers away. That's the worst thing they're going to suffer this year. And these guys don't really suffer. Now, guys might pay for it down the road with their jobs, but the owner does not suffer from making these moves. He still fills the ballpark every night, even for Savannah Bananas. Right?
If you can trade Mookie Betts and you can trade Rafael Devers, moving Jaron Duran is not going to stop you. That's not going to be the move that prevents you from doing it. No, you're 100% right.
So I think they'll be all right, is what I think.
That would piss me off, though. Like, if I was a baseball player and there's my Fenway Park or the park that I play in and some hokey / teams coming in and are more popular than us or people have more fun watching them, like that would tend to irk me a little bit. Get them out of here.